What is going on, true believers? I hope you're having a great morning. Unless you're in a group that has GemPad, who was hacked for millions, and the rock means millions of dollars in the last 8 hours. But if you're holding on to XRP, XRP is up like 10%. So I guess it all balances itself out. But we got a lot to go over real quick. RLUSD will launch today. That is Ripple Labs stablecoin, paving the way for an absolute banger of an XRP pump. This morning, if you guys remember, I went long on Bitcoin. I cashed out at 107,000. And then last night I went in on Crow, and my Crow play ended up being it was a banger of a play, I guess, is the only way that you can call it. Went up about 100%. So let's talk about all that and more. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
It's your boy Bleed. Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 I'm always right.
All right, guys, if you like money, make sure you hit the like button on your way in, or else you're a poor. And if you are a poor, we still love you, but no, you can't borrow any money. All right, let's get into it. There's a lot to go over. There's just a fantastic amount of opportunity in this market. So let's go over everything that's going on. And we're going to start off with the big story. And the big story for me is this. I just took a long on Crow. And why did I take a long on Crow? You might be asking yourself. Well, last night I heard that Kris Marszalek was meeting with Donald Trump. And I thought, that's probably going to cause a little bit of a pump, right? So I got in when I saw that there was a little bit of a movement going on. So I caught kind of the about halfway up the wick. And then I was just like, you know what? Let it ride. Let's see what happens overnight. So overnight goes up 88.8%. Or 88.1%. It was an easy $80 while I slept. And by the way, that means that I now, from $100, now have $171. And we're going to do something with that. We're going to turn that into, from 100 to 100,000. I don't know, something like that. We're going to do some trading, and we're going to do it on one of our platforms here, and we'll see how it goes. But nice big win in the overnights. Now, let's get into the market. The market. Bitcoin pumping right now up 2% on the day. XRP up 10.8% on the day. Ethereum up 2% on the day. Solana 2.5%. We're starting to get a little bit of recovery. We're starting to get that little feeling right now that maybe, just maybe, this market is ready to send right before Christmas. So maybe we get that pre-Christmas pump. We seem to get it on 2016, 2020. Maybe this is going to be another one of those big pre-pumps getting us ready for the holiday season. Now, in the spirit of that, Chainlink down 6.5% on the day. So it's not everybody just absolutely soaring and pumping. People are moving their money around. Crow up 14% on the day right now. BitGet is up 12.7% right now. So a lot of gainers in the market, a couple of losers, just kind of sitting there, and we'll see how that goes forward. Fear and Greed Index is at 87, continuing its run of, look, guys, if you just kind of pull this back here, we've been in the bone zone, if you will, since October 16. We've been above 70, and it's never cooled off. So the bull market is clearly on, And it's just a matter now of when do we get an altcoin season where everything starts to get that big flush of cash. And could you review the CC coin chart? I see huge opportunity in this. As a matter of fact, yes, we can. CC coin right now trading at 1992. You see a couple of small sell-offs and stuff like that for $80 here or $40. Life-changing money. Is it worth $40 for you? Dum-dums. Okay. But 1990 right now, almost at the all-time high. Now the all-time high clicks in at 2202. So less than 10% away from that all-time high, sitting right about there. So when we zoom out on it, we're going to go to the 4-hour chart instead of the daily chart. But you can see right here, I mean, this just continues to send and continues to soar. It is only a matter of time before the next big leg up happens. So I do think that, again, we look at it from a market cap perspective. When we look at it from a market cap perspective, then 188,000 market cap. CoinsCheck's been great for the community at large, reporting for Crown Analysis. I believe that she might have a new partnership in mind. I'm not sure how that one's going to go, when it's going to be announced, what the situation is, but more exposure is going to certainly be a good thing. So if you haven't already, certainly go check out. And it's, by the way, it's at CC Coin on Sol. So if you are interested, I mean, Jesus Christ, like supermodels on the front page. Jesus Christ. Supermodels on the front page. And then CC, Anyway, supermodels on the front page. Wow. Look at how purple he looks. Isn't he beautiful? It's beautiful. Anyway, if you haven't, go check it out. And I don't think that you'll regret it. I mean, you never know what's going to happen in the market, but I just don't think that, I don't think this is the end. I think this is, you were just barely getting started right here. And look, 10x from here is only a $1.8 million market cap. 100x from here is only an $18 million market cap. It's that close. So let's just, CoinsCheck Coin gonna take off in this market and have a massive run. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, and I don't mean your mom. Okay. MSI, let me tell you what's going on over here, and let's pull this out. There's only $21,000 in liquidity. This is what just happened a couple of hours ago. All right, we got this gigantic wick, and I thought, like, wow, did somebody, like one of the early sellers sell off? Well, no, it turns out GemPad, which is a liquidity locking protocol and launchpad. As some of you may have noticed, an incident occurred last night where someone managed to breach our security locks. We immediately contacted all our partners and experts in the space to investigate and resolve the situation. The issue has now been fully identified and mitigated. All other locks are now safe, giving GemPad team time to push a complete contract upgrade. Locker is temporarily unavailable until our next announcement. Only a small number of projects were affected, and we can confidently assure you that this issue cannot happen to any other projects launched through GemPad anymore. So all your funds, tokens, and liquidity now are safe. For all the projects that were affected, we are deeply sorry, and we will contact them all and work with them. Now, I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it means we just stole your money. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure how this plays out, and I'm not sure how they replace liquidity. I'm not sure how they do anything. We will provide further updates through official announcement as soon as we have more information. Until then, we ask for your patience and understanding, allowing us to work on the matter. So, and in refreshing over here, you can see here, that's the only thing that we have right now is the update right there. Where and by the way, what it looks like, here's the thing. What it looks like right now is that somebody, North Korea or something like that, stole the liquidity out of GemPad or a couple of projects in the GemPad liquidity locker. Now, if that is the case, then the question is it insured? Is it guaranteed? What is GemPad going to do to fix it? I mean, that really is the question. And if not, what's the difference between GemPad stealing from you and North Korea stealing from you? So I will say this, that if GemPad doesn't do the right thing and fix it for everybody, they're dead in the water. Nobody's going to do business with them again. It's over for GemPad. You're going to see a bunch of different cryptos say, we don't want to do business with you. We want it unlocked. We want out of this place. We are absolutely not. And GemPad is going to be rest in peace. Okay. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think it doesn't matter. And by the way, it really, what they said is, hey, if they didn't get you, ha 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 ha, good job. It cannot happen anymore. But if it did happen, my bad. Do you see what I'm saying? So that sort of lack of awareness is most likely, and it could be, by the way, a translation thing. If you really kind of read through this, and you probably think here, I don't think that English is their first language. I think this is really, it's not AI generated, but it is a weird sort of way of phrasing everything. So it looks like maybe either a translator or AI to do this. So I don't know what it is. I don't know how this affects anything. I have no idea at this point. As soon as I have information, then I will update you guys and you will know. In the meantime, let's look at the Bitcoin ETF, because yesterday, guess what? It got sick. 6,000 in inflows, 637 million came out of the market. And by the way, I would say Coin on Crypto says this. I grabbed some MSI on the dip. We'll see. So my estimation of this, no matter what, is that this means that there would be a V2 contract launched, most probably because this one has been exploited in some way. Possibility. Or or at this point, look, I really don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think Pablo said, don't buy any, don't try to buy, because I mean, if it's broke, buying more isn't going to fix it. You know what I mean? To me, it sounds like you have to have a new contract, but I'm not sure. So we shall see what we shall see. And that's going to be the question. And I don't know what the answer is just yet. So, keep that in mind. As far as Ethereum goes, remember I said there was going to be like an outflow? Not even close. Not even close. 51 million in inflows. Not the biggest day, but 273 million, 428 million. So, we've had bigger days in inflows, but still on a day where I said, it really felt like there was going to be some outflow here, because we started to see some red in the market. We saw it go from 400 down to 83, up to 305, 273, down to 23. Like there was going to be an outflow, right? No outflow at all. We're just continuing to see inflows coming in more and more and more. And look at this, by the way, it's going to BlackRock. BlackRock is running things right now. So inflows in the market, inflows into the ETFs. I mean, guys, it is just absolutely bonkers out here. But let's continue to keep moving on. XRP whales making optimistic buying moves ahead of the RLUSD launch. Now, look, there's a lot of people out here who are talking about this RLUSD launch, saying this is going to pave the way for Ripple to go to $1,000 a coin. That is bonkers. Do I have a Discord? Yes, I have a Discord. However, I'm not giving it out because I don't use it. I barely even log into it. So, I maybe I should, but I don't. So, we'll see whether or not, again, I'm going to do this 100 to 100,000 trading thing. So maybe I'll need to do that. What I do have though is CoinW. So if you're looking for a call channel, give me 1 second here. Let's go to shit, I don't even know how to give the link. Ain't that a bitch? There we go. That's not it. God damn it. But anyway, I'll put there's a link down below, and if there's not a link down below, there's a link on Twitter. So if you come in here, and this is my channel, and inside here is scalp trading signals, swing trade signals, pro trader charts. Here's general discussion, market updates, live trading sessions, trading education, the 100 to 1,000 USD challenge, CoinW exclusive contents. Here's your support. Here's your tutorials. These are my personal updates and post profits, and then spot trade signals. So if you are interested because you're looking for that kind of channel, well, we have it in Telegram right now. So look in the description down below. There is a CoinW link for Telegram that I do have. So whales have purchased over 830 million XRP in the last 24 hours. Why? Because guess what? Brad Garlinghouse also met with Donald Trump. There's going to be a change in the way legislation works in the United States. I think that there's going to end up being something to just absolutely look. We're going to go parabolic here. This is going to go parabolic. And what does it look like on the chart right now? By the way, I was taking a victory lap for Kronos for the last little while. But XRP 258 right now. There was about 60 billion in the market a few minutes ago. It's down to 14 billion. We are USA. We are USA. We are the investors of the USA. That's the way they talk in my head. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. But just a big surge over here on the daily, coming up to this all-time high, testing it one more time, but not breaking it out. Like, look at this. This is the US market. This is America for you. FIAS is that's the phrase, right? Look at that. That's the US market. That's America for you. What are they doing? Dumping. And then we're taking the profit. That's what we're doing. We're taking the profit. You look very pretty today. That's the way they talk in my brain. Okay. So 50 MA most likely going to touch that 3.63 billion, 3.63 trillion as they continue their little bitch ass trick-rated sell-off. I mean, it's America. So, but also, I mean, we do have to recognize here, this was America yesterday from 7 a.m. all the way up here. So, it could be a big reversal, but they got up here. So now they're going to, steal from you, because it's all about, it's all about stealing your liquidity. Like, let's not pretend. It's all about stealing your money for their pocket. So that's what we're experiencing right now. We'll see how it continues, but XRP up big on the day. Ripple's highly anticipated USD-backed stablecoin RLUSD is set to launch globally today following Monday's official announcement. The rollout follows Ripple's December 10 approval from the New York Department of Financial Services, which greenlit the stablecoin after initial speculation of a December 4 launch. The coin has surged over 13% in the last day, trading at $2.67. as its 24-hour trading volume soared by 156% to 17.4 billion. According to recent updates from CoinMarketCap, the cryptocurrency has achieved a remarkable year-to-date gain of over 300%. So 3x your money with XRP. So if you've made, and by the way, if you've made money, look, all I'm telling you right now is that you should take your profit along the way just in case, and maybe play it for a dip coming. Now, I would say it just as a guess here that if you are looking to do that, then I would 272 just a couple of hours ago. It looks like it's surging and it's trying to break out. It came up here to this previous little top in this area. So I would suspect that we'll probably get a bounce from right around where we are right now. You can see here, that's where the volume node is. If it comes back down into this 241 range, that's still a good area, but that's not optimal. So I would say that, it'll bounce from where it is right now, come back up here, test this high over here, somewhere in the 290. Let's zoom out just a little bit more, get a daily chart, probably help a little bit. I mean, we're close enough to the high that 293, we probably come back up and test 293 very, very shortly. And once that test is done, that's when I would be taking the profit. I don't know what it looks like as a breakout. And it could break out, by the way. Like, I'm not saying that it won't, but it could break out from there. But if not, if you get to 293 again, take your initial out And look, if you're not going to keep it as a profit, hold on to it for another dip back down to 235 at least, right? And then DCA your way into just improve the level of your bag. I mean, it is going to dip at some point. It is going to, it will come back, quote unquote, down to earth, if you will. By the way, FOMC is meeting today. So check out XRP if you haven't. Natalie Dormer, isn't that the lady from Game of Thrones? I don't know. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's like the Viper's sister, wife, brother. I don't know if she's trans or anything. I have no idea, but yeah, something like that. Anyway, so this is why I went in and took that crow long. And it was because Kris Marszalek of Crypto.com met with Donald Trump to discuss potential crypto appointments and Bitcoin reserve matters. What do you think is going to happen to Crow if Kris Marszalek takes a seat in the Trump administration? Like, look, guys, I'm telling you right now, in the event that were to happen, Crow, which is currently consolidating right now at about 20 cents in that range right now, we would be looking at just an immediate run, maybe to an all-time high. And, that's what I'm looking for is 40 cents by the end of the year, and then an explosive move. And by the way, when you look at it from when you zoom out a little bit and you do it from the market cap here, Crow does not really have that huge a market cap overall, for the fact that it is the leading Cosmos blockchain, 5 billion market cap. It is one of the only American, and by the way, it's not in America right now, it's in Singapore, but American found crypto exchanges, Crypto.com Arena, all of that kind of stuff. And it's Crypto.com. Like, if you want to onboard, what's the easiest way? It's not Coinbase, it is Crypto.com. So at some point, all of that matters. So I would think that this is probably way undervalued currently right here. And I would be looking for, something closer to BNB. And that's a 20x. That's a 20x from where we are currently. So I don't sell it short. Remember, BNB, that's around the world, but the United States is where it's at, right? That's where it's going to be at, I suppose. So Crow, in my estimation, and by the way, BNB much higher. Like, BNB should probably double its market cap. So if Crypto.com does a great job, it could 40 or 50 or 60x from where it is right now at 5 billion and go into the 200 billion market cap very, very shortly. Like, I think that, something like this is going to go a long way towards establishing that that's one of the companies that you want to be invested in. So if you haven't already, you might want to get yourself just a little bit of Crow just to see what happens right here. And remember, the top was $1 in 2021. There's $6 trillion coming into this market. We're at 3.6 right now. We were at 3 trillion over here. Like, Crow hasn't even broken out yet. But when Crow breaks out, the ultimate rate right here is $1.61 because it went to $1, and the golden ratio is 161. But it could go as high as $4 and fulfill the entire fib chart. So, and that doesn't mean that it will, but I mean, don't bet against it, especially if they're meeting with Donald Trump. And we're just getting, look, we still have 55 days, 56 days before the inauguration, or 36, whatever the number is. We still have about a month before the inauguration. So there's going to be something big happening here. It's going to be happening, and it's going to be big. All right. So now let's talk about Pudgy Penguins, because guess what? They launched Pengu. Pengu is now live. The contract address for that is right here. I'm going to put it in. It's in chat right now. It's in YouTube chat. Learn more and how to claim your Pengu below. And by the way, anybody who knows how, I need I need somebody's help here. What I would like to do is let's put this back up here. Boom. All right. So what I would like to do is I would like to have reset my screen here and add chat into it so that everybody can see the chat evolving in one of the corners of this, So maybe it's down here or something like that. I don't know where, but I'd like to see how to get that done and what kind of thing that I would need to put on. You know what, God, now that I know I can actually figure it out for myself. I just need to put it in OBS, and then from OBS onto the screen, and then, God damn it. All right, so never mind. I figured it out myself. So I'm going to put in chat so that you guys can see what's going on the chat. In case you're watching from Facebook, in case you're watching from X, which we do have some people who are on each one of them. So, by the way, make sure if you're watching that you hit the like button. It pushes me up in the algorithm and it gets more people to watch. And that's the only thing. Look, guys, I basically provide you this content for free, right? So just help me out. It's the easiest thing to do, right? XRP is not going to $5 today. We know that. Everybody here knows that. Have to wait until after tomorrow's foolishness. And we've been here for more than a day, MTB world. We really have. So yes, XRP is not going to $5 today. But RLUSD launches today, which is what the title said. Will XRP go to $5? Yes. Will it be today? No. Will it be tomorrow? Also no. Will it be the day after? It'll start surging, if anything, on Thursday, because then we will have clarity on rate cuts or anything like that. People will, large investors will be able to price in whatever it is. Then the question is, can we hook retail in? Any idea for the time of RLSD? RLUSD is already live. It was launched a couple of hours ago. So it's ready to go. Now, Pudgy Penguins, back to that. If you are interested, certainly go check it out. They've launched. And by the way, let's go check out. All right, here we go. This is Pengu. And that's a 4-hour chart. That looks like trash. And by the way, is a 2.36 billion market cap at launch. So I don't know what this thing is going to look like, as we start to zoom out here and, see, what I mean? Like, yeah, there we go. So I assume there's a lot of pre-sale and stuff going on. I didn't touch it because once I saw it, I'm like, you know what? This is probably the breakout product for cryptocurrency, the Pengu thing, because the plushies were selling like hotcakes, stuff like that. But that also means that I think these guys are financing themselves for to me, it just looks like a cash grab. So I'm not interested in touching Pengu. And certainly right about it because it is way, way, way down. But just if you are interested, go check it out. And by the way, if you are interested and this is your thing, then I would look for a reversal and like a reversal candle. And it looks like you're getting one right now, but it looked like you were getting one a couple hours ago. And it still continued to go down. So there's 3.5 million in liquidity, 2.3 billion market cap. A lot of people got some pre-sale stuff. So I would say let's find a bottom before aping in. That does not mean that we didn't just find that bottom, but look right there. You just saw it happen right there. And look, they're just constantly removing liquidity. They just removed 253,000. They just removed 300. They just removed 1 million. Okay. Stay far away. Look, stay far away from this shit. Okay. That's all I'm saying. If they're doing this shit right now, adding a little bit, removing a ton, fuck that. And by the way, look right here. They just removed 800,000 in liquidity and added 600,000. So you lost 200 grand. And then they're just continuing to add and remove. And by the way, it may not be It may not be Pengu doing it. It might be that people are providing liquidity for it, so they're going back and forth. Like I'm a liquidity provider for CC Coin, and you can add and remove as you need. You know what I mean? So there's a possibility that that's all that is, but that seems a little crazy right there that you just removed. And by the way, if you add these two together, that looks like 582,000, and it looks like it was just added back in from MZNM. So it looks like it was just, somebody did that. And then it looks like somebody here probably added it and removed it because they're trying to, I don't know what the rewards are, but I don't like it. So that. Anyway, let's move on here. Ethereum ETF staking yields could drive institutional adoptions if regulatory barriers ease under Trump. Now, it's the question, it's the big question, and it's the one that I keep saying is the biggest question for the SEC, and that is very simple. Staking. Is staking a security? Now, remember, if the Ethereum ETF launched without the ability to stake it and earn yield and earn rewards, and that's the incentive to hold Ethereum. If nobody's paying attention here, you have 32 Ethereum, you can run a node, you can earn Ethereum every year for running a node, right? Well, if you can't do that with your ETF, where is the value other than speculative price pump? That's it. That's what it does, right? Now, you do earn a lot of rewards, by the way. 24-hour fees, 4.38 million. But let me go back to this. If you're earning 4.38 million per day in fees and rewards, if you're doing that, right, then where's that come from? Because you're a validator. Because you're not earning any of this if you're in the Ethereum ETF, and that's stupid. Like these, BlackRock should have its own nodes right there. So the fact that it doesn't is just bonkers at this point. So that's what's wrong with Ethereum at this point. Will it stay wrong? I don't know. I don't think so. I think the Trump administration will pave the way for Ethereum staking in spot ETFs, unlocking new yield opportunities and attracting institutional investors with a clearer regulatory framework. Analysts suggest Ethereum staking yields could drive significant inflows into the US-based ETF. So that's what we're waiting for right now. And that's when you see that, by the way, that's going to be when the explosive move happens for Ethereum. And that's when you get that blow off where it just absolutely explodes. And by the way, US investors are, down $10 billion on the day from 60 billion, guys. Let's just, you can't even make this shit up. From 60 billion to we hold it down to I mean, what we do, we think it's a really good idea. And that's what you do, right? That's how you do it. That's the best way to do it. So, and by the way, look, I don't know if we're going to pump or not. It looks like it looks like they are not interested in pumping the market. They're looking at stealing the money from you for something else, which is by the way, that's why I liked the fact that I took my money early on with that Crow move, because guess what? Come down here to Crow, 1940, like it's dumping. So I got out at 2020 cents an hour ago, up in this range. So, that's why you don't trust America. Hey, some people in the world trust America. Okay. Like you can't even make that shit up. Right. Anyway, Ethereum looking for a big move there, looking to get some staking underway and making it more beneficial. So India signals no fixed timeline for crypto rules, calls for a global alliance. No, first of all. Secondly, also no. Look, the Indian government stated in a recent declaration at Lok Sabha that there is no fixed timeline for the rollout of the comprehensive set of regulatory guidelines for virtual assets. So they're waiting. And by the way, what does this mean more broadly? It means they're probably waiting for clarification from the US, and that they're going to want their regulations to be in the same vein as USA, something like that. So we'll probably see some kind of regulatory framework come out at some point that looks a lot like whatever the US adopts. So I would just, put a pin in it, because that's probably what's going to happen. There's Kraken. I'm going to set up an account with Kraken, by the way. I'm over Coinbase. Coinbase to me, just at this point, just seems like a scam. You know what I mean? And no disrespect, by the way, to Brian Armstrong. Dude, I love your hair. You know what I mean? Like, your hair matches your ability to not lock people into, like, I really don't like Coinbase anymore. It's a fucking scam. Anyway, this is the update for MSI. Guys, I don't know what's going on with the liquidity. It's best no one trades right now. GemPad says it's locked for 100 years, but DEX says there's no liquidity. The entire GemPad team is looking into it as we speak to resolve the issue. And I'm waiting right now, and let me see if I got any kind of update or notice from anybody. Okay, so GemPad is saying it's a glitch. GemPad is not saying that the money was stolen, and there's no update from Zach XBT. So in the event that people are out there investigating, and we do see some early reports, by the way, of people saying that there's an investigation underway. If you go to the GemPad right here, and let's see what the important announcement is. If you come down into this and you look at there you go. Audit 911 says our system has detected that your project is being attacked. We're willing to work with you to deal with the current security issues. And it's telling you which one that are getting hacked as we speak, or not as we speak, but a couple of hours ago. So interesting. We'll see what happens right there. We are already working with experts on it, compensation, blah, 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 blah. So we'll see what happens. I really don't know, and I have no idea what is going on. But I would, at this point, be on the sidelines for a little while MSI works through whatever it is that's going on. But clearly, some kind of hack occurred with GemPad. And look, again, I'm going to say it one more time. What's the difference between GemPad being hacked and North Korea stealing your money and GemPad stealing your money? There is no difference in the investor's mind. So GemPad better make this right very, very quickly, or they are dead in the water. Like there's nobody who will launch on GemPad again. That'll be the end of GemPad if they don't make it right. This is going to be public, right? And it looks like for MSI, $440,000 was in the liquidity pool with a market cap of 1.94 million. And no, that's not GemPad. That's not it. MSI over here. When you look at it down here, you will see where this happened right there at a little bit after midnight. You saw this move right here where 42,000 was added and removed from liquidity. You see the same thing over here, and then you see 427,000 stolen out of liquidity, and it's from BCAA, which is the GemPad address. So there you have it. That's what's going on right now, and keep you updated as soon as we know exactly what is going on. Now, what for sure is going on is DevvE is sitting at 75 cents right now. Had its big move up to $1. The next impulse move is going to be to $1.15. But the question right now is, will it bounce off of the 200 MA, and will it start to go continue this? I mean, this has been a really good move, right? So will it continue to make that move, and will it go up to $1.15? I do think that that's what's on tap. Now, the problem in that there are actual problems. There's no problem with MSI, but most major companies have already kind of put they're done for the year. So you send people home. It's the end of the year. It's the end of your quarter. Do you make major announcements at the end of your quarter? And I don't think that the answer to that is yes. So it's probably going to be the new year before we hear anything about any kind of new protocols or anything, any business partnerships or anything like that. And that is, for me, a guess and an estimate. I don't know. But I would say, because it has not happened already, that most likely it will take until the new year before something happens. So there is a possibility of more dip coming down into this range here at 57, 58 cents, or even potentially lower, because you can see right there at 45 cents, there's a nice little platform of support, and then all the way down into this 36 level. So there is a real possibility. And when you zoom out, you probably see it a little bit better here. On the hourly, we can look at where we are. We can look at where we are at this point and just kind of get an idea, like, where does that bounce? Where does that stability zone kind of line? It's right there at 54 cents. So there's a possibility it goes down some more. I don't know for sure, but there's also a possibility that it breaks out to $1.15 in anticipation of what's about to come. And then there's also the possibility that the partnership gets leaked. There's also all kinds of different possibilities. So we'll see what happens here. But 225 is the top. We could see just a radical test. You know what I mean? There could be some big time buys coming in. You never know. There's been a lot of FOMO buildup. There's been a lot of people getting super excited about what they're seeing. And if you just kind of look at it from this context right here, and you see that you got this top over here, then you could say that, somewhere in March and April, that's, that would make sense on this little timeline of events right here. Or I just think you just break out tomorrow and go absolutely bonkers. Well, not tomorrow. Like, tomorrow I think is going to be a dump day. And then you'll get a pump the next, like, you know what I'm talking about. So we'll see what happens ultimately. But, I think that DevvE, long way to go, and just a massive pump opportunity. Also, if you haven't already, FIAS has relaunched. It's about 6 million market cap right now. Got a bunch of babies out here selling off because I need to make my $3.49. I did, Jesus Christ. Like, when you look at it, there's volume, by the way. There is a $55,000 worth of volume. It's just a bunch of babies selling off. You know what I mean? Like, it's people who are not going to be here at the end. I'm going to be here at the end, by the way, on this one. I'm going to hold this for a while. I have about 80,000 of these tokens. So I'm going to hold it for a minute and, just kind of see what happens with FIAS. I do think that since it's the gas that's going to run the gaming ecosystem for DevvE, I think it's valuable. And I think that we're going to find out that, here, I'll put it to you this way. For me, if this goes to 100 million market cap, which is about, 16x from where I am right now, I would consider that a decent win. You know what I mean? So I'm going to hold on to that for a little while and see how it goes. See if gaming doesn't have like a surge at some point very, very soon. Remember, the Taunt token is going to be there. Litcraft is going to be there. Battle World is what it's called for Taunt token. But Battle World is going to be the play. So, this can be the gas that runs that ecosystem. So, we'll see what happens. And awesome. So let's keep going here. BIBU, BitBull. Again, I followed every day and it unfollows every single day. I really don't know what's going on. But if you haven't already, some very nice entries for the meme contest. It ends tonight at midnight. And so that means it just ended. So we'll find out who the winners are. They're going to send Sol and 100,000 BIBU tokens. So if you are interested, you missed out, but let's see what happens. Again, look, this is one of those plays. This is one of those plays where it's just really down to timing at this point. Accumulate some BitBull, get yourself a little bit of a bag. These guys are working hard to continue to support the project along with a lot of these other ones, and it's only a matter of time before before they flip the switch. Not them, by the way, but the general market. Before we get the blow off on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's really kind of ripping here, but that's really for Bitcoin maxis at this point, right? What we need to see is Solana and Ethereum continue to do their move, right? So, and Ethereum goes up to the all-time high at 5,000-ish. If that happens, then we're going to get an altcoin season and everything will just kind of explode because the money will come out of Ethereum. That's where all the big money is. It'll come out of there and it'll start making its way down to large caps. It's already been happening, right? But it will continue to come down into large caps and then small caps and then micro caps. And that's when everything will explode. And it'll be the projects that are supported. And if this project continues to be supported, which I would suggest that it probably is, then you're going to get a fantastic return on your investment. I mean, it's simple. It's economic at this point. So that's where everything is. The market, as you can see right now, CC is up 6% on the day. Bonk is up 3%. Sato's up 2.5%. SHIB is down. TAR is down. I mean, they're kind of dead even, but down still a little bit. DevvE's at 76 cents. Pepe down 2%. Trump down 3%. Turbo down 3%. LFG down 4%. BIBU down 4%. Gummy down 5%. Wolfpack down 9%. Speedy down 9%. By the way, these are some very liquid products with hundreds of thousands of dollars in some instances of liquidity, and they're just waning. Magic Internet Money down 11%. Magnus is down 21%. Fias down 26%. MSI down 29%. Like, it's just the market is, I mean, you look at it right here. You see Bitcoin is the one surging today. You see Solana getting a little bit. I think Solana is going to run to 400 pretty soon. But I mean, everything else just pretty much red. You know what I'm saying? Just continuing. Cortex continuing to dump. Like, I'm glad I didn't buy any Cortex after that guy, because that guy's still holding on to a ton of Cortex. He still has, I want to say, I think he bought $1 billion. So he sold 500 million right there. So that means he still has gigantic amounts. And I think everybody's looking at it like, fuck that, I'm not buying that. You know what I mean? So, but everything else still continuing to kind of wane. And look, when we say it's waning, like, we should recognize here, like, it's not really kind of waning. It's actually pumping. It's just that, we're getting that moment there where everything is correcting to that downside and it's not just continuing on, but it will. So I would be super excited. You know what I mean? Like, zoom out and things take on a really different appearance once you start to look at it that way. So, but anyway, that's it, guys. That's the show. I think this market is ready for a move. It's not going to be sustained. Christmas is going to come in. It's going to kind of wreck everything. And, it'll be a day or two where we're just like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a buying opportunity, a crazy buying opportunity. And then the market will just, the market will start to send and we'll be in that bull run, the real bull run. We'll see a blow off on Bitcoin. We'll see 125,000 Bitcoin. We'll see some of that money start to cascade down. We'll see a $45,000 or a $5,000 Ethereum. We'll see that money start to cascade down. Everybody's about to eat. We're all about to eat very, very well. And, we'll see what happens with MSI. If it gets fixed in the next couple of hours, I'll make a video and let you guys know that it's been fixed. I don't know what the end result here is, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, not financial advice. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon. Well, it's safe to say now that we're in the best phase of the bull market, and everything indicates that we've got 4 or 5 more active and volatile months in crypto ahead of us until spring. There are tons of bullish factors, and what's especially exciting this time is that this bull run isn't fueled by retail. Top institutional players are making big moves, giving the market much more growth potential than previous crypto cycles. We can't afford to miss this opportunity. Given the current market situation, now is the perfect time to accumulate positions. While weak hands are selling, institutions are buying. And for those looking to maximize gains from this bull run without taking unnecessary risk, Cryptonomy has launched an innovative product that unlocks the full potential of their elite trading team. And guys, I am thrilled to introduce you to the Cryptonomy Margin Trading Program. With this program, every Cryptonomy user can fully capitalize on the current market phases, backed by phenomenal performance achieved by the Cryptonomy team, thanks to extensive preparation for this period. Now, let's talk about some of the key features. You can customize your trading position to fit your needs. You can select the duration of the trade, the leverage level, and any of the 700 plus available coins for trading, and they have a big supply. profits accumulate daily in the native coin of your deposit. All trading activity is insured up to 6.1 GBP by the Cryptonomy Foundation, making this product highly secure for users while granting access to margin trading benefits and years of trading expertise. Combine this program with staking and the Launchpool to unlock the full potential of your Cryptonomy account. This allows every user to maximize gain during this period while eliminating risks and FOMO, which is critical at this time. Now, guys, if you are interested in future and margin trading, this is your time to get in. You can make a deposit and start trading today.